There are two main file types in any maze you need to know about: protocol files and experiment files. A protocol file contains just the contents of the protocol page, and an experiment file contains the contents of the protocol, experiment, tests, results, and data pages. You can think of a protocol file as a template for experiments. For example, you might have a protocol for open field, one for Y-maze, and another for fear conditioning, each one containing the blueprint to run an experiment of that type. If we open one of these, we can see the protocol is filled out. All other pages are empty. By opening this, we have just made a copy of the protocol to be used for an experiment. You can think of it like having a list of instructions on paper, and any time you need to use the instructions, you make a photocopy so you don't affect the original. And any changes made to the original will not be linked to the photocopy, as you would expect. Well, the same applies to any maze. If someone were to come along and change the original protocol file, it would not affect the protocol that you're working with, as it's merely a copy of the original. Let's jump back and talk about how to make a protocol from scratch. First, create a new experiment by selecting File, New Experiment, and choosing New Empty Experiment. Then you're brought to the protocol page to set up the parameters. Let's say it's an open field. So you'd add the camera you have situated above the open field, outline the apparatus map, define some zones, etc. After doing that, you can save the protocol to use as a template for future experiments by selecting Save Protocol. The file you just saved is a protocol file with a file extension of SZP, P for protocol. To open the file you just saved, you would need to go back to File, New Experiment, and select that protocol. From here, you add your animals and run some tests, which you'll of course want to save. This will be saving your experiment file, which you can do in one of two ways, either by going to File, Save, or by clicking this little icon in the top left corner. The file you just saved is an experiment file with a file extension of SZD, D for data. Note that the experiment file has all 5 pages saved within it, including a copy of the protocol you used. In the future, you might want to extract the protocol from a file. To do this, simply open the experiment file, navigate to the protocol page, and save it. Lastly, you can configure your copy of any maze to automatically save files on exit without asking for confirmation. In fact, this is on by default. To check, go to Options, Filing. If you have any questions, please reach out to support@anymaze.com and we'll be happy to help.